I'm making these videos to call him out because no one else does. I've not seen a single bad review of this dude. Everything is good. But people really have to know what kind of horrible human he is. He deserves no protection. He's a menace to society, and his real name is... Thank you for 80 subscribers. You guys, the fan base, are now called the Eggs. Because no matter how you look on the outside, you guys are the same on the inside, just like an egg. So thank you, Eggs, for 80 subscribers. So welcome back, Eggs. Today we'll be talking about nightmares from Hindu camp. And if you don't know what a Hindu camp is, basically a camp where you learn about Hinduism. And these camps are usually for kids outside of India to learn more about the religion. And I went to one 2 years ago, and I really hated it. I hated this camp not because it was not organized. I can assure you they made this camp for money. Not because I had to go to this thing for an entire week, 10 hours each day, so 70 hours. I hated this camp because of the camp supervisor. Let's call him ARI, a random Indian. That name suits him really well. So if I would label him in like few words, I would label him as an egotistical, creepy, dumb old man. And I'll explain why I call him each of those words. Let's take a look at the word egotistical. Dr. ARI was really full of himself just because he apparently worked under the Prime Minister of India, which I really find hard to believe, because he would brag about shaking his hand. When you work under someone, why would you brag about shaking their hand? It just didn't make sense to me. He probably worked in the same building, but not directly under. He probably worked as like a clerk. And one time, one kid asked him how did it feel to meet the Prime Minister, and he said his hands felt like velvet. That's a bit sus, dude. And Dr. ARI was extremely mean. One time, one of the volunteers called him out for being mean. And thank you to the volunteers, except to that one lady who sucked up to TPS. You know who you are. And so the volunteer called him out for being extremely mean. And you know what said? He's very arrogant. So what he said was, what makes me unique and what makes me special if I teach like American teachers? Because American teachers are way nicer than the Indian teachers. Because in India, you can legally hit your student. And did that, but not as straightforward as you think. Now let's talk about the dumb part of ARI. This guy said the moon landing was fake because the moon did not have gravity. I'm not even kidding, that's what he said. And global warming was fake because the vice president at the time, Joe Biden, made it up as a conspiracy theory. As soon as I heard that, in the 6th grade, I was pretty dumb in 6th grade, but not as dumb as this dude. You know what's so weird? ARI had so much respect even though he was a menace to society. And I will tell you why he was. Let's talk about the moon landing first. The moon does have gravity. Who told him the moon did not have gravity? And just search it up. You can find it right there. And he believed that theory from a high schooler. Yes, he believed that theory from a high schooler. I'm not throwing shade at high schoolers, but I want to really believe that. And he said the flag waved on the moon. And by the way, a lot of people think like this, but no, the flag did not wave at all. It just looks like that because they cannot use a regular flag on the moon. And I'll link a website down below that explains way deeper than I am doing, because if I take that much time, I'll waste your time. Now let's talk about the global warming part. He said it was not real because the vice president of the United States at the time, which was Joe Biden, made it up. And then he proceeded to say in the most confident way, why does it still snow outside if global warming is real? Are you dumb? Okay, by the way, if you use that reason to prove that global warming is not real, hate to break it to you, you're an idiot. To prove something is a hoax, you have to understand it first. And this is a person, I would say, all talk, no mind. He would say obnoxious things even though he does not know them at all. So to prove something is wrong or to prove something is a hoax, you have to understand it first. And when you fully understand global warming, you can't prove it's wrong because it's real. So global warming, the pure definition is the Earth's average temperature gradually increasing. So basically, find the average of the Earth's temperature. If you don't know how to find the average, let me explain. Add all the temperatures average from each region and divide them by the number of regions you had. Then you get the average temperature for this year. And compared to last year's, I can assure you it will be higher because global warming is a thing. So ARI is just a small-minded person, okay? All he thinks he's right. And I know a lot of people who are small-minded. And you know how to fix this? Just know you're not always right. And admit you are wrong. Wow, that's how easy it is to not look like this dude that I'm talking about. Before we talk about the creepy part, let me talk about other things he did. He would get mad at 5, 6, 7-year-olds because the age group for this camp was 5 to 16. He would physically attack and drag them. I'm pretty sure none of the kids told their parents this because I didn't really see any bad reviews. Come on, dude, they're kids. They won't understand you. Be more mindful of their feelings and be a little bit slower so they can understand you. You're a horrible teacher if you can't even have the patience. And be thankful for your teachers for having the patience, okay? It's hard to be a teacher. And Dr. is not a teacher because you attack the kids. And you're not a teacher. He was not a good leader either. And one of the worst things he did was fat-shaming people. And fat-shaming people who made him look good. So this lady at the introduction place where the kids who are attending the camp came with their parents, she was talking about how smarter her son is because of TPS, how much her life has improved because of TPS. Then a few days into the camp, TPS just looked at the kid and goes, "Why are you so fat?" What did you say? This dude fat-shamed a kid who made him look good. And he started crying. The kid's eyes started tearing up and her eye saw that and goes, "I wish I was fat just like you." That made it even worse. Why would you say that? Why would you fat shame people? And fat shaming people will make you look good. This dude's a menace to society and he does not deserve all the respect he gets. You're an absolute piece of crap if you fat shame people like that. Like, the only reason I'm making this video is to call him out because no one else does. I've not seen a single bad review of this dude. Everything is good. But people really have to know what kind of horrible human he is. He deserves no protection. He's a menace to society and his real name is Dr.TPS. Here's his picture. Now we'll talk about the creepy part, probably the worst part. He kissed little kids in front of others and strangers' kids at that. Who does that remind me of? Okay, I shouldn't keep his picture. My dreams of getting monetized are gonna crumble if I keep his picture there. So I'm just gonna say, enter that prison 4-4-5. He reminds me of him. Found this comment when I was doing my research. This is the only guy I found. I spent like my whole weekend looking at videos of this guy. Very boring. Do not spend your time like that. And this is the only accusations I find. And this accusation is one of the worst accusations. So if you're really sensitive to the worst problems, you can skip. The comment that I was gonna show now, I'm not gonna show anymore because that comment could really ruin Dr. TPS's career in a snap. And we don't know if it's true. So if I show that comment, I can technically be sued for defamation. So I'm not gonna show that comment because I don't want to be sued. But just know, the things I said in this video, the rest of the things, the hitting, the kids, the claims that he made, are all true. Rest of the things are all true because I saw it with my own eyes. And I can contact the other people who went there because I know one guy. He probably saw everything that I saw. So yeah, just remember that comment is a very deadly comment to Dr. TPS's career. And I did ask for more context to the people who showed that, to the guy who commented that comment. And if I get proof back, I will definitely show you guys because you cannot upload something that career threatening without exact proof. And once I get that proof, I'll do it, and if I don't get that proof, I will never do it. Just remember that. So this is the end of the video, maybe the end of TPS himself, who knows. I hope you liked the video, and if this video gets 10 likes, I'm gonna WhatsApp this video to TPS because I have his number. My dad does, not me. So hit 10 likes, eggs. So bye.